What's up, everybody? Chana D, your Techno Dad here, and I got a great video for you today. Finally, I'm going to unbox the Klipsch RP-140SA. If you don't know what those are the Dolby Atmos modules. So we're going to unbox them, set them up, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on Atmos, and we're going to get into it right after the jump. So sorry everybody for the delay on this video. I was trying to get it out last week, but I had 3 last minute DJ gigs that I got hired for. So that's why this video is taking a long time. So sorry about it. Let's jump in. So if you followed my little home theater update, here we are, pretty much the final stage. Finally. Dolby Atmos, DTS-X. Those are the 2 new immersive surround sound audio tracks that are coming with most of the new 4K ultra high definition Blu-rays. So I'm pretty excited to actually be able to finally hear this stuff. So first, I got a budget 4K TV. I was blown away. Then I went ahead and got the LG E6 OLED, which was awesome. Then I updated my home theater receiver and slowly picked up speakers by Klipsch. The bookshelf speakers, the RP-150Ms, they're great. I might change those out though. Who knows? We'll see. Then I got the RP-250C, the center channel, and then I got the RP-280Fs, the floor standing speakers with the dual 8-inch woofers in each of them. And the cool part about that is it came with the 12-inch sub that I got for free. I was gonna buy it anyway, but I lucked out because the timing was right and I scored big on that subwoofer. So the next thing I picked up are these Atmos modules, which are actually on sale right now for $3.99 for the pair instead of $4.50, I think it is. I'll put a link in the description to Crutchfield or Amazon for that, and you guys can check that out if you like. So let's go upstairs, unbox them, and get them set up. Don't they look cool? I think they look real great on top of my speakers. My original plan was to attach those to beams on my ceiling and have, it already has that like angle, so the sound would come down to the listening area or right above us. I decided to go with the normal configuration of these guys and just kind of have the Denon figure it out. So I ran Odyssey Multi-EQ X32 or whatever it's called, and wow. Okay. Wow. I didn't really know how this whole Dolby Atmos was gonna work, if I could actually hear a difference or not. And even though some of it's subtle, you can definitely tell that there's stuff going on. So what did I watch? Well, my wife and I watched San Andreas. That movie is complete crap, and it was lame, and it was boring as hell. The only cool part were all the Atmos parts. Helicopters flying over, glass shattering and falling down toward us. There's all kinds of stuff going on in that movie. I read online a few places claiming San Andreas has like the reference Dolby Atmos audio track because there's just so much going on almost all the time. The ceilings cracking and caving in, people running around in panic, and there's just shit falling everywhere, and it's really impressive. I'm pretty surprised that my vaulted ceilings didn't have like a huge drawback to the Dolby Atmos. The Denon, I guess, has just figured out how long it's going to take for the sound to travel up and then back down to the listening area, and has adjusted for that. So will I go ahead and attach speakers to the beams of the ceiling? Probably not, because I still have yet to secure a ladder to take down my old speakers. And by the way, if any of you were wondering, I will be selling my whole previous setup. I'm going to try and sell it in town. If not, I'm going to put it up on eBay. So we'll see where that goes. The next one I watched was John Wick, because I heard about the scene with the rain. So in the scene, he's at his wife's funeral, and you hear the rain coming down and hitting like the top of the umbrella that he's holding. So that's kind of really cool. You're just in the scene. You really are just kind of immersed in the scene, and that's the whole point of this whole Dolby Atmos or atmospheric kind of soundtrack. We did pop in Jason Bourne, I think is the name of the movie. Where is it? It's somewhere over there. Yeah, Jason Bourne is the first 4K ultra high definition disc to have DTS:X. That worked like a charm too. The Denon had no problem reading it. There's the DTS:X master on the Denon. As far as Dolby Atmos, it says Dolby Atmos, yeah. And that too was really cool and immersive. When there's a lot of action going around, you kind of don't notice. And I walked up and just kind of listened, and there's definitely information coming out of those speakers. A lot of the times when we have music coming out of surrounds, I would walk up and check out what was in the Atmos speakers. They're playing that background music through the Atmos as well. So I've got background music coming from the sides, background music coming from the top, got the vocals coming from straight ahead, whatever movement is happening left and right of the screen are coming through the mains. It really actually is super immersive. Now I only have a 5.1.2. You can go 5.1.4, 7.1.4 I think is the largest. My Denon AVR X6300H can do all 11 channels out of the box. However, I just don't have the space for that in this house. Plan is to move back to LA in like 2 or 3 years, in which case I'll have a nice rectangular room. I could actually set up 7.1.4. I think it'd be pretty sweet. Anyway, as far as these RP-140SAs are concerned, if you're looking for Dolby Atmos and you don't want to put speakers in your ceiling, definitely check these out. They are pretty hefty. They're good Klipsch quality. You definitely get what you pay for. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is that in the crossovers, the Denon has these Atmos speakers crossed over at 150 Hertz. I guess that's just where it decided to put it. I haven't messed around with that, so that's just where it is, and that's cool with me. Your receiver might have it at a different spot, I don't know. So I did find something else that was pretty cool. I was able to get my hands on the files from the 2014 Dolby Atmos demo disc. I put the files on a thumb drive, tossed it into my Oppo UDP-203, and just hit play. And those demos are pretty awesome. There was a whole bunch of them. Some of them were in the woods, some of them were just like logo screens. I remember one was like an IndyCar racing, like Red Bull or something like that. And there's a couple of music videos too. So if any of you out there have Dolby Atmos and don't have these files or this demo disc, hit me up, go to my channel, go to the About section, and shoot me an email. If you send me a thumb drive, I will put those files on there for you. And if you have a 4K ultra high definition Blu-ray player that decodes Dolby Atmos, toss it in your Blu-ray player and check it out. So for those of you that have Atmos, it's a pretty cool disc to demo your system without having to like go through movies. Because I know a bunch of these movies have Atmos, but they only have like a 2 or 3 minute span in certain movies where the Atmos is actually pretty cool. I just got Passengers and I checked that out, and I could kind of tell there was something going on, but not really. Dolby Atmos really comes to life when there's a whole lot of action going on or a bunch of different things going on. I remember in Passengers, I think when the gravity gave away and then the gravity came back and a whole bunch of stuff fell down, like you kind of hear stuff coming down like above you and to the sides, and it's pretty cool. But those scenes are so few and far between that if you want to demo Dolby Atmos, say somebody came to your house and was like, oh, let me check this out or whatever, you know, you can pop in the files for this Dolby Atmos disc and you'll be good to go. So yeah, go to my channel, go to the About section, shoot me an email. If you want those files, you know, I'll get them to you on like a recordable DVD, or if you want to send me a thumb drive, I'll put those on the thumb drive, send it back to you, whatever. All good, no worries. So in conclusion, is Dolby Atmos a gimmick? I can see how people would think it's a gimmick and it's not really that special. It does really put you into the scene. So if you think you want to upgrade to it, I say go ahead and try it out. See if you like it. Worst case scenario, you can hawk all that shit on eBay. All good. You don't have to worry about it. What have you got to lose? Nothing really. Alright, that's all the time I have for this video today. Go ahead and smash that like button if you like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel using the button in the center of your screen here. Once again, my name is Chana D. I'm your Techno Dad, and I'll see you next time.